Hey, good morning, everyone. David DeHaas here, and I'm really privileged to have with me Amy, who has agreed to share her story in the hopes it will help someone else out there. So Amy's had quite a journey in her sick care journey into wellness, and so she just came and did a 10-day cleanse. So Amy, why don't we begin with where also the symptoms that you had and where it all began and what all have you done?
Well, kind of began when I was 18 years old. I was diagnosed with psoriasis, an ulcer, and rheumatoid arthritis. I actually went through a period of healing from that and got better, so I've kind of been up and down most of my adult life. I was later diagnosed with lupus and hypothyroidism. And then I discovered I had a brain tumor in the back occipital region in my head. Which was benign, and I had surgery and had that removed.
How long ago was that?
That was 3 years ago.
Okay.
But since I had that surgery, I just really went downhill. Had very severe fatigue, was diagnosed with severe adrenal fatigue. And last year, I was bedridden for about 3 months. So I just started doing a lot of nutrition therapy and grounding, getting out in the sun, and doing everything I could just to get out of bed and be able to, function as best as I could.
So I'm assuming at this time in your life, you had been working, but after that, when that hit you, then you've not been able to work.
Right, I was not able to work.
Okay.
First time in my life.
Okay.
So I did have a very stressful job. I was working 11, 12-hour days, managing a company. I did that for 8 years. So I think I kind of ran myself into the ground, so to speak.
Right.
I was working, too long of hours, not eating right, not taking care of myself. Yeah.
Well, we know there's a lot of people out there just like you, including myself, who have all done that, thinking that we can just be on the train tracks and go, go, go. But eventually there's a price to pay, and of course you've experienced that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you had adrenal fatigue, and you started doing some natural therapies. Tell us more about what happened from there.
I would go through periods of feeling better, but I couldn't really sustain it for, long periods of time. I kind of crash again and,
Mm-hmm.
So to a lot of people around me, I looked okay on the outside, and I'd put on a brave face and, go out in the world, and I'd look okay on the outside, but I'd come home and crash and have to sleep for 2 days straight.
Wow.
So it was pretty tough, getting to the journey. So I ran across some of your videos, and I did discover I had parasites. I discovered that. I had some testing done and discovered parasites and candida. And I had very low vitamin C and low vitamin D and low mitochondrial cell function.
And you did this testing through a medical?
Through a functional medicine practitioner.
Okay. So just to be clear, a lot of clients, in fact, we have one here in the 10-day, I don't know if you had to talk to her, but she just had a test that said she didn't have parasites, but you got a test that actually showed positive results.
Yes.
So sometimes that is not the norm. We get a lot of clients, just to let everyone know, that they didn't test for parasites, but they come here and they get to see the little critters as they're doing the cleansing and the colon hydrotherapy, so they'll actually see them. So
I'd recommend to go to a functional medicine practitioner, and there's all different tests. I wish I could remember the name of the test. I can't remember what they were. I got 2 different tests done, but they're very unique tests, and there's not a lot of practitioners, or you won't find it with a medical doctor at all.
Right, yeah. So a lot of doctors call here, hey, our client didn't test, but he said he saw the parasites, and so we know that.
That's very typical. Yeah.
Okay, so what did you experience while you were here then?
I did see candida and yeast come out. I saw some worms that came out, some other parasite-looking things that came out, and I also had quite a few gallstones come out, so that was surprising. I'd say probably maybe around 30-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a big surprise. Didn't know I had gallstones.
So how do you feel now? This is your day 10. This is your last day here.
I feel energetic. Yeah. Today and yesterday, once I got through the liver cleanse, I feel very energetic. Yeah, I'm ready to conquer the world.
All right. Well, I've been able to see it in you, and really I would have said yes. Yesterday and today were the days when you kind of really on the upturn, because you were...
I was looking pretty ragged when I came in.
yeah, you were definitely not feeling even more Joe.
Fatigue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So definitely improvement.
So tell us about your experience here at Living Waters. So you came into this not really knowing too much about what was going to happen. Mm-hmm. Were you surprised at some of the things you did and some of the things you experienced, or?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I had never done a lot of the modalities that you use here, so those were all new, and really loved the T-zone. That was my favorite one. And the biomat, of course. And all the education that Wendy gave me, and that was really beneficial. And she'd send me home with a DVD every night, which I loved watching those, and just, building your education about health and your own body. And so that was really enjoyable also.
Did you have any big aha moments? I mean, not only just the physical, but also emotional, mentally, and spiritually as well?
I did, yes. Actually, my very first day here, I think I cried 3 times. Uh-huh. And that was my first ever colonic here, my first day.
Okay.
So, so I kind of released a lot of emotions that day, and then the day of the liver cleanse, I released a lot of emotions as well. So, so I think a lot of times when you're just beginning to release in the body, physically, you're releasing emotionally as well. That's what I experienced,
Yeah. So any tips or suggestions that you might want to give to those watching this video in terms of if you've got an experience like what you've had where you've not been able to work? Let me ask you, do you feel you can go back to work now?
Yeah, I do. And that was my goal coming here, is to be able to leave here and feel that I can work full-time again.
And I understand through the grapevine that you've actually been connected.
I have.
It's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Because you're from out of state. And,
yes. I'm from California.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she actually found a business that you're going to look into, right?
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Very cool. Yeah, she's based, she lived in California, moved out here, and she sells her business in California. And so I'm going to go to one of her events on Saturday, which is 10 minutes from my house.
Well, that's cool. Well, maybe that's going to be a great connection. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Well, it's been fun to have you here. You've been a great addition here on the 10-day cleanse. It's always fun to have clients. They're a lot of fun, definitely. Yeah,
and the staff here is, you guys, everybody is unbelievable.
How was the food?
Just so caring and loving and supportive. That's a huge part of it. You really need that. Yeah.
How was the food?
The food was good, yeah. They're very healthy, so be prepared. You're going to eat a lot of vegetables, and it's good. I love vegetables, so it was very good.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Any last words you want to say?
I'd recommend it to anybody. Yeah, I'm going to tell a lot of people about it when I get home. And, I think it can help for so many things, just any disease in the body, It's just colon hydrotherapy alone, I think, is really good, and liver cleanse as well. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here.
Sure, thank you.